Now, I'm going to use a Pilot Parallel pen 3.0 millimeter. Our grid is specifically designed for this particular size. We do have a size for 4.5, and that's because of the workbook that we have associated with the monoline Textualis Quadrata and the broad edge nib Textualis Quadrata. So I'm using the Pilot Parallel Pen 3.0. I'm using my own ink. So I discovered something really quite amazing, that the broad edge version of my ink, where is it? It's over on the other desk. The broad edge version of the ink actually flows through the feed of the Pilot Parallel Pen, which is excellent. The pointed nib version also works really well, and they work in slightly different ways, but it's kind of up to you to test it. I'm very excited. As you can see, I'm very excited about that. So I'm using the 3, and I'm using my grid, and I'm going to do the angular form. Now, the problem with writing the angular form is I use it as a teaching, as a framework, as a stepping stone for students. I generally don't use it myself. I always just round the corners off. And the problem with that is trying to teach it means that I have to be really conscious of ensuring that I go 1, 2, 3, rather than 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I just need to focus a little bit on this. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to skip every other square. I'm going to write in every other square so that the letters aren't too close to each other. And it's important that you use the grid in this way because it gives you the space to correct between the letters. If you write them too close, they actually cause problems with your vision when you're trying to see what's wrong with them. So let's get to the letter. And so you'll note that the letters are very angular. Now, once you start adding that little bit of curve to them, they start to become more, rather, they start to become less typographic. And as I said in one of the earlier videos, this form of angular Textualis Quadrata majuscule is a compilation of shapes that I've put together from lots of different sources, historical sources, and I've angularized them further to allow students to not have the problems of controlling a broad edge nib on a curve. Once you learn these shapes, they really sort of create a framework upon which you can build slightly more curvaceous forms. The other amazing thing about this is it really sort of opens up the field of study in that it allows you to understand the shapes better, and it allows you to build your own kinds of shapes better because you're not grappling with curves. Slowly, as you start to introduce the curves, you'll see that that really starts to change, and it really makes quite a huge difference in the way the script is written and your ability to incorporate the script into your own practice.